Would you like to know how to start a mental health blog in just 12 simple steps? And how about building a highly profitable blog long term so that way you can have more freedom, get your time back, and allow you to live life on your own terms? Hi, this is Michael from Viral Home-Based Pursuit. And in this video, I'll be peeling back the layers and showing you how to build your health blog, mental health blog in particular, and how to do it the right way. But before I get started, if this is the first time you're watching me, I do come out with videos like this on blogging, ways to earn a passive income online with the specific model that I do, which I'll be getting into here in just a moment on screen. So stick with me, and you're going to want to know everything until the very end, because I'm going to give you some freebies you can go ahead and take away from. Okay, but before, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss any of my future videos that I come out with. Now let's get started. So this is my 12-step blog checklist that I would use just for about anything. And this is an ordinary, very standard way to go. This is the standard approach most people go through. And in just a moment, I'm also going to show you the way to reverse your thinking about starting a blog. And I'm going to introduce you to something very amazing. But let's get started here. So the first step would be to discover your niche. Okay, so you want to get into the health and wellness space. That's the category. That's the industry. And then the sub niche would be something like wellness, or it could be something like nutrition. And then your niche after that would be, mental health, nutrition, mental health, different topics around mental health. Right? There's so many directions you can go with it, like supplements for mental health. You can do pain relief creams, stress management for mental health, anxiety, therapeutical solutions. It's endless. But I think mental health is a good way to begin. It's still not as niche. The niche you go, the better. But then you also have to take into account that if you go even deeper, there might not be so much of an audience there. And if you're trying to monetize, like I think you might be, and that's what I do. I'm able to monetize my blog. I started in the health and wellness space, by the way. If you were curious to know, if you haven't heard from me before, I started a health and wellness blog in the back pain space. It's called Remove Back Pain. And you can always check that out on your own time if you wish to. And later down the road, if we want to work together, I can help you out with a lot of these things. Because I have experience, unlike other people who will try to just, show you a one direct way of starting a health blog or how to monetize it in many different angles from different platforms. I'm somebody who's actually done it for myself, right? Without having to have a team to begin doing this year in and year out without, with just putting in the sweat equity in. And that's what it is when you're going to be starting your own blog. So discover your niche is the first thing. Mental health, good one to go with. There's so many directions to go with it there. Find your perfect domain. Okay, the domain is your URL. You will want to be known and be related to your niche you've selected. So as for an example, if you're in the mental health space, it's going to be something like something unique that can be branded too. Something simple. Like I have examples here of some that I've used, which is mommygardening.com, Gardening Mom Pro for the gardening niche. Something of yours can be mental healthbreakout.com, mentalhealthhelp.com, mentalhealthresources.com. There's so many directions you can go with it, and I can help you with that in time. And so some great places to start with a domain would be like GoDaddy, Namecheap, and there are a ton of alternative solutions out there. I've gone through many of them myself in my many years of doing this. And like I said, I started the health and wellness blog, and I've been able to monetize it, earning thousands per month, or thousands plus per month. And so that I've been able to do, and then move on to later projects as you're seeing me now on this video for this business. So number 3 would pick the ultimate web host. So the web host, if you're unsure about that, is basically what's going to hold your domain, and it's going to hold together your WordPress website or this or the server for where your blog is going to go. So it's kind of like the glue to everything. So think about the glue, and then you have like, remember you were in school, you were cutting out a piece of paper with scissors, or you're doing a project, construction paper, and then you had to put glue on top of it. So the glue is the web host that has the construction paper, that has maybe the drawing inside the construction paper, the things you're putting on it. The scissors is kind of like you putting it into action. Okay, so pick the ultimate web host. Your host is the place that you'll host your WordPress website. Most of the time, that's what you're going to be doing. WordPress, WordPress.org. And a lot of hosting providers come with WordPress capabilities. WordPress I recommend, especially if you're going to be ranking your posts on Google. It's the best way to go. It's Google friendly with WordPress. Not to say that the others are not, but it loves it, and I would say it prefers it more to the others. And that's just from experience as well, from what I've seen from others. Helps secure your site, provide different certificates, and gives you SSL access. You have a variety of different hosting providers to select from, and they are in no particular order: SiteGround, HostGator, Bluehost, BigScoot, WPX Engine, DreamHost, Wealthy Affiliates, which is an amazing one too. Number 4, point your domain name to your host. If you're using something like GoDaddy or Namecheap as your domain provider, then you have to point it to your host, like HostGator, Bluehost, SiteGround, BigScoot, WPX Engine, Wealthy Affiliates, etc. There's so many of them out there, and I've helped out many people get started with this. In fact, just today I was helping somebody with all this, and then I have more down the road that I got to help out, that I have scheduled. But this is something that I had questions to in the beginning, like you may have, like where do I get my domain? Who should I host with? Because that's very important. And I have a full guide on who you should host with and how to start a WordPress website. I'll leave down below, as well as something if you wanted to know more about, how to get into the world of healthy affiliate marketing, right? The side of health affiliate marketing, which I have been a part of for a long time now, selling supplements, creams, anything out there you can think of, then I recommend that you check out my free cheat sheet that reveals the fastest way to health affiliate commissions. And what does affiliates mean? You're probably hearing this for the very first time. So affiliate is short for affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is basically where you can promote other people's products and services without having to own your own product, at least to begin with, or you don't ever, okay? Although I do recommend at some point later down the road with experience, you can do that. You don't have to, but you can. And so that's where you can promote other people's products and services. So you can get attached to retailers like Amazon, merchants, vendors, all these different places online, and they give you a specific link that you can go ahead and it's tracked to you and select a certain product and be able to promote that product. And so if people click that link on your blog post, then they can go to Amazon, make a purchase, and you make that commission. So that's the advantage of that. And I wanted to introduce you to that early too, because I wanted to show you this free cheat sheet that in context will give you support to be able to make faster affiliate commissions and be able to do this long term. And just to give you a sneak peek, I have it here, Healthy Affiliate Hack Central. I've had many people coming through this, and I'm here humbly to help you with what I've learned through my experience, not just somebody telling you how to start in the health and wellness space, but somebody who's actually proven that they can, okay, that they can make it work. So it's going to be so many different things in here. My affiliate platforms to recommend with if you're starting with a blog. I have recommendations for that. There are other places and other platforms like social media, YouTube, and stuff you'll learn about. So 5 steps to crushing your health affiliate earnings. Pick out your niche, as I sort of started there. Researching the competition is a part of it. And then let's see, step 3, knowing what your audience is already wanting, how to figure out that. Step 4, figuring out the publishing platform you want to become a part of. Step 5 here, create content, add the value, and there's like more being added to this, but I've pretty much just showed you the logistics side, the 5 steps, the framework of it. For the affiliate side, okay, starting a blog is one thing, but then it's another thing too to understand how to tackle it from a healthy perspective, right? And I've brought that down to a formula, to a framework and a strategy with all these tactics that you can use that's in here. And there's so much that you can go through the type of affiliate programs that you can become a part of and promote, the healthy affiliate classrooms that I'm working on, healthy affiliate Facebook ads, alternative health courses, and there's just so much more information in here for free and paid traffic strategies. With the blog, you're likely going to just start off with the first organic side of things, and that's fine. That works as well. Just know that you're putting sweat equity in, and that's what I did in the very beginning, but it pays off down the road. Number 5, install WordPress. You know, most of these hosting providers come with WordPress, so you can install it directly from there. I won't spend too much time on that. 6, pick an eye-catching WordPress theme. So you have so many to select from, depending on who your hosting provider is, one, but then you can also get access to thousands of them in most cases. And you can pick one for free. It doesn't have to be a paid one. Over time, you can go paid. Paid gives you access to more functionality, like the versatility to be able to drag and drop when you're in an editor. So you can go ahead and easily customize the look of your blog post, the look of your whole site altogether, which means it's going to attract more, right? An attractive site in the beginning is not as important as the content. So it's more important that you put content on than to actually work on the actual design of it. The design is as important as people are looking at that more, but trust me, when people are searching for you on Google, let's say you're ranking on the first page of Google, you're going to get a lot of eyeballs, right? When you get a lot of eyeballs, that means you're going to get a lot of people landing on that post. And then when that happens, you're going to be able to get people clicking on your links to go buy a product from wherever that merchant is. Like I said earlier, I was giving you an example with Amazon, but there are many. And then they make a purchase, you make that commission, or they opt in and they become a lead. So you can build a relationship up with them through an email sequence, which we'll learn about. So picking an eye-catching WordPress theme, some great themes for beginners. I've listed them here. Generate Press, Astro Iconic One, which is one that I used for a long time, free, and then I went into premium. And then after that, I got into more other themes, and then I started getting into like Thrive themes, experimenting with Elementor and stuff like that. That if it sounds very new to you, don't worry. We'll learn that in time. So for intermediate and experts, Thrive Themes, Theme Forest, Divi is a good one for like these health, not just for health, but any other ones. Install WordPress plugins, number 7. You know, the concept of this all is to be able to be found. You're blogging, you might just, you know, want to pick it up as a hobby. Maybe you're not here to build a profitable blog, but then it might transition to that. Because honestly, if you're blogging, you want somebody to hear you. And you can do the same if you're doing it for free and you're not trying to rank on Google. But I strongly recommend you go for monetizing a blog. Your blog is like your marketing channel, right? And that gets a lot of attention. So when it's ranking on Google and all these different search engines for free, you get so many eyeballs. And these are people who are searching for problems, and they have problems that they're searching for. They have problems that they're typing in, and they're looking for the answers. And you're the person that can pop up in front of them and help them solve their solutions, one or more. And there's no greater feeling than doing that, because you make an impact in somebody else's life. They read your content, they get information that's helpful, it's educational, it's call to action based, meaning they can click on a button and go buy something, or click on a button and learn more about you by signing up to an email list, so you can give them more newsletters and stuff like that. And we'll learn all that in time. I've done that for a while now. I can help you how to do that and pinpoint it down. So to be found on Google, you better install something like SEO WordPress plugins like All-in-One SEO, Yoast, Rank Math, and there's more. These SEO plugins, they will allow you and Google to not only be able to locate your website, but send its Google spiders to crawl your website content so it can properly rank in Google. And not physically. I know you're like, no, I don't want any spiders on my computer. I don't even want them in my room. So I close the windows during the night so they don't come in. But anyways, it's like you get these crawlers that come see your site, and they've been doing it faster than ever before now. And so they can find your websites, rank it appropriately on Google, and you go from there and you're discovered. Also, there are many other plugins like image optimizers, cache plugins, social share buttons, and so much more to add on that I'll help you out with in time. Don't worry if it all sounds like a lot. It might sound overwhelming right now if it's your first time ever even building a blog too. Install Google Analytics. how do you track what actions people take on your sites? What do they click, watch, buy? What goals, what outcomes are you getting out of all of this? So to know all that, you use something like Google Analytics on your website. So you can install it with plugins, with the code, activate it with Google Analytics. You go on there and do those things. You'll learn how to do that. So you can track the data. And this has been very useful for me. I'm a numbers guy to begin with. I went to school, spent 3+ years of school, just about all the subjects from chemistry to business to the social sciences, you name them. And one thing that I liked about most was the data, the numbers. Yes, I got into a health and wellness space, but I was able to learn and turn an interest more into a passion. Okay. So your audience, their behavior, acquisition, clicks, and so much more. Number 9, set up your email list strong. So this is where that email part comes in. And this is where smart bloggers and people like you who will make the big bucks are those who build the email list from day one. Now, what is that? Probably the first time you heard about it. You know how people send newsletters? You see how when you open up an email, you maybe get spammed, or you probably get one in your primary inbox and you open it up and it's a company trying to promote you something, or they give you some kind of a story and then tell you to go do something after. That's what's emailing for. So when you build an email list, you're building the relationship up with people. It's becoming even stronger. You build it on trust. So the first part, your blog, which is like the marketing channel, you're building up that relationship up already, right? So when they become now an email subscriber, now they gave you a micro commitment, and that's huge. So when that happens, now they're going to begin to trust you with the content that you're going to be delivering them. They go into your email inbox because they want to be entertained. They want to be educated. They want to know more about you and how you can help them. So you're going to format that in different ways, and I'll help you how to set up an email list in a sequence, follow-up, and a sequence and broadcasts that are appropriate, because I've been able to do that all for myself in my spaces. So your email list is an asset no one can take away from you, and the number one form of communication with your audience and customers. So let's say that you're on social media. Most people, they spend their time on social media with business, but they don't build an email list. And that's what happened many, many years ago. The history of those platforms was people would go, like on a Facebook, for example, market, and they'd, just try to sell people products on there or run ads directly. And then what happened was when the algorithms changed, when everything completely changed, what happened? They didn't have communication with their audience. They didn't have proper communication to say. And every person that came to them wasn't immediately buying. So the person needed to see the offer about 7 times before they do, and they wanted to build a relationship with them. And that's what email will allow you to do, so that way you can better, faster get those sales coming in, build a relationship up, okay? Which means it's going to free up more of your time in the end to be able to do other things you want, and you can leave it in automation. That's why there's automation tools for that. You'll be able to do, so you have to stick by the computer every single day doing it. So picking a blogging cadence, that one is short. Number 11, producing content. Without content on your site, you won't be searchable on Google or any other search engine. So this is the most obvious, but the one that most people miss on, because there are deeper layers than just putting words on your site, talking about yourself. You won't want to do that. You want to talk about them. Keep your audience in mind by using words like you, yours, stuff like that, putting them in the light and not yourself. And so when you can do that and you can relate with people, educate, inform, entertain, put call to action based content on there, you got a recipe for greatness, for many years of being able to monetize, but also being able to share your experiences. And I'm sure you want to share your experience with your mental health blog, keeping this in the context of that, because you can do that with any audience that you approach it with. So adding the content is going to allow people to find you on Google, Bing, Yahoo, through social media. If you're trying to send people from there over, or other places, other platforms, that's what it's going to allow you to do. So I strongly recommend that you continue to produce content every single day. You don't have to finish a piece of content every single day, but if you're doing and I have organizations to this, frameworks. Since I've been doing this for many years, it's like, Monday, sometimes I'll do like 5 different articles, but for 30 minutes each, I'll separate each and every single one of them. So I organize the day before what I'm going to be doing, or days before, and then I approach it and I take action. So you're going to learn this along the way. You're going to be giving templates and things like that, writing blog posts, shooting for 1,500 words in length for reviews. There's just some formats you're going to learn about how to do all that. As a beginner, it's easier to go for 2 to 3 blog posts per week, one to start if you can. I mean, that's okay. But as in time, I've even done as much as 6 to 7 with more experience doing it for myself, right? Not having to hire somebody at that time. But you can do the minimum amount, just getting started, getting the feel, getting the hang of it, and then building up from there, because your skills will build out. If you're thinking you're not like a writer, it's okay. I didn't begin there. Like I said, I had 3+ years of school, worked at a 9-to-5 job, very undervalued, very underpaid, underappreciated. Had a feeling the company was going to go down under, so I started preparing. I didn't want to go back to school to finish another year or to get more certifications. I had many. So what did I do? One day I went to lunch. I was actually sitting at my desk having my lunch in this cubicle. You look down, like the floors were like brown, dim lighting. The walls were concaving on me in this cubicle, and this like 5x5 cubicle. And all the meanwhile, I got a text message from a friend letting me know how am I doing. He sent me a Snapchat message to that social media app, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing good. And I've always been upbeat. I've never been negative about things, always humbled. But I knew in the back of my mind that things needed to change, and I was sticking here because I needed more time with the company. I wanted more time, stability, although I could have left. But he told me about this thing where people were earning money online through affiliate marketing. And so I was curious about it, eating my sandwich on one hand, looking through a message. That's what I did at the time. Multitasking, realized later on wasn't the right way to go. So later that day, surprised as I was, I'm walking up the steps to my door. The door's right there. Immediately, I unlock it, shoved it open with my backpack on one side of my shoulder, walked in a little quickly, put my backpack right next to the staircase, walked around to the side where I saw my laptop sitting on the counter kitchen table, where that was like my dinner table was like the little office at the time. And then, so I'm opening up my laptop, quickly typing into Google, what is affiliate marketing? Literally, word for word. And as I hit the enter button, you wouldn't believe it. So many different results came up. Video results. I watched videos, went on YouTube, started doing this whole exploration about it. And I learned how people were monetizing through a blog, like you are here today. And so I took that step to put a blog together from, all these various people I was learning from at the time. But then, months went by and hardly anybody was coming to my blog. I was like, what's going on? And, all meanwhile, I was talking about myself on all these different things. And if people would come, they wouldn't do anything. And so I had to change things up. I had to find actual training that allowed me to do this, to build the right type of content on the right type of platform to be able to be searched in Google. And that's where the audience started to come in, which is piece number 12. Once I realized that I couldn't just do all this for free, look at YouTube videos and figure it out, I had to figure out like what type of training that I needed, because I didn't want to fail again. I didn't want to let down my family who was supporting me again. I had to go back on, food stamps. I had to go back on unemployment. That wasn't a great feeling. All meanwhile, I just wanted to earn, and I wanted to get away from the 9-to-5 lifestyle and build something for myself. And I was finally able to figure out how to do that in the journey of doing this the right way. But anyways, build an audience, monetizing your blog is basically the last step, okay? And there are so many ways to do that through content, monetization funnels and strategy, the offer, making the money. And then the next steps I kind of have laid out for you. And I made a video about starting a blog with affiliate marketing. You can also get access to. I'll leave all this stuff down below so you can check it out as well. That's there. And so those are the 12 steps to go through. But I also wanted to show you, I already showed you the healthy affiliate hacks that I'm going to leave down below. You can pick that up. It'll likely look something like that, or it might have already changed, but you can get access to opting into that. And it'll show you how to do everything within the health space. I even have a separate site that I'm putting together for your resources and all that. So you can check that out. But I also made, if you wanted to go through a 30-day challenge, let's say you wanted to not only just figure out the standard way of putting a blog together, because that's very ordinary, and it's not always the best way, because so many people, they spend time like at the beginning getting a domain as the very first step. They pay for it, and then eventually they think, this is not what I wanted, or actually I want to change niches. So and there's so many misconceptions, and so many people trying to allure you to things that it's like, here's my affiliate link, because people do that. They'll give you an affiliate link to sign up for like a Bluehost. They get paid out of commission, so they do it at the very beginning. You have to be careful of that. And I will say that I do earn commissions, small commissions on that site too, when you sign up for those hosting programs and stuff. So just so you know, but I'm always here to help you no matter what. That's not my first intent. My intent is to give you the most amount of value, because I've been through this and I want to make sure you are able to do this as well. So there's no catch to that. So mindset is what I have. This is kind of like the new way of looking at starting a blog. The mindset, the beliefs, the failures, who, not the how, blogging secrets, offer hacking, picking one winning product, the greatest feedback, offer sequencing. You're going to learn all this stuff, so don't worry. E-covers and offer assets, creating your email list, publishing, keyword and research tactics, writing a compelling post, what is an epiphany bridge script and how to use it, your origin story, why should that matter on your blog, the hooks, and more hooks that brings people in, and then once they're in, they read more. Reviews make the money, how to use reviews to your advantage when you're putting a mental health blog together. And then core blogging funnel strategy, sales funnels, how are they useful, marketing funnels, starting your blog, 3 types of traffic, earning your way in, buying your way in, blog and funnel audibles, your next 90 days, and so much more. This is all I have compiled into what I call the One Blog Post Away Challenge. This is where I'm going to effectively walk you through launching your first or your next blog, and you can get started. I'm sure it's still, I've opened it up for free, might not be free for a while, so I wouldn't lose that while you can. And if you watch this video, by the time you're watching it, if it's not for free, still get in there. It's well worth it. A lot of people have, and it's going to help you build a highly profitable blog as well. Give you some bonuses that go along with it that can be worth thousands of dollars, but I won't charge you for that, okay? But it's going to help you in 30 days build a highly profitable blog, but in this order, right? Not in this exact sequence that I showed you, my 12-step blog checklist, but in this new way of thinking about blogging. And while it's not going to show you how to put a domain and hosting at the front end, that comes later. See how I labeled it on 17? I think it's like week 2 or 3 that you actually finally put that together. And that's fine, because you need to know about all these things before, is what I say. And not enough people, and hardly anybody is showing you how to do this. This is a category where I stand alone, that I can help you, because I've had experiences not only with the health and wellness, but in many other spaces. And I show you my sites and stuff like that inside of it, so you can get the right breakdown of how to do it. Okay? So all that is down below. Plus, if you want to pick up, if you decide you want to just do like the course side, I have a course of the 7 boring steps to building a $1,000 per month plus blogging as little as 90 days, keeping that in perspective, experience, and as a beginner, it's not always 90 days, but how to set it all up so that it's going to become profitable down the road, that for sure. So that'll be down below. Those are your options. You can go ahead and pick that up. I would get the healthy affiliate hacks, so you know everything that's in there. But in one way or another, this will all come together as one. So that was everything I showed you. Wanted to show you in this video, just the 12 steps of doing it. The new way that I think within the blogging challenge that I have as well. For all healthy affiliates, the affiliate marketing side, pick up this free cheat sheet down below. It'll be like one of the very first links. So you can have an unfair advantage to doing this. Showed you the inside of that and how it looks, as well as the blog course that will come in if you would like to, and as well as in time with all this. Okay, so hopefully that gave you a good rounded perspective, a more bird's eye view on how to start your mental health blog in any health related niche for that matter. Now, to go ahead and get all the best help you can, and if you want to follow somebody who's proven to make this happen, okay, who's earned loads of commissions doing it, not only in the health space, but in others, who's going to mentor you, coach, consult with you, who's going to be by your side to make sure you don't fail, you don't make tons of mistakes, because mistakes and failures are crucial. They're going to happen from time to time. You just cannot avoid them. You're going to learn what's going to happen inside your niche, as I did it with mine. So if you want to learn how to reduce the risk, be able to save yourself a lot of time and energy and effort and money, right? Then look no further than down below in the description to get started. Pick up those free resources that I have for you, and you won't be disappointed. As well, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell notification icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. And oh, lastly, any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below so I can go ahead and answer them. And let me know if this is your first or second time building a blog and you want to learn how to monetize it the right way. Okay, thanks. Bye.